I didn't think I'd do it so soon, but I think I'm going to do a TGV Delete video today. I just got these KS Tech TGV Delete plates. You drill out the butterfly valves, or whatever they're called, knock out the rods, and then you replace what was once a sensor with these plates. These go into the holes. This is supposedly weldless, so I don't need to weld anything. You literally just stick these in, and I'm gonna try that today. Normally I'd want to do like a whole how to get your intake manifold off, but since it's cold as shit, honestly I don't care to do it. Fuel lines, take those 3 off, remember which one's on top, middle, and bottom. That's honestly it. I don't know. Alright, cool. If you take off your manifold, I highly recommend putting tape over your intake ports on the heads, just so shit doesn't fall up in there. There's like 3 wires here that are super important. Don't pull them out. That's really it. So now I'm going to take the intake manifold with wiring harness and TGVs probably to my basement so I can get this shit started somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I brought everything inside. It's dark outside, and I'm sure it'll be easier from here. So this is your TGV lower intake area. I'm going to start with taking off the TGV sensors, those right there, or the motor, whatever, whichever's which. And then I'm going to drill these out, these little Phillips heads, and then I'm going to knock out the rod. Alright, so I pulled the plates out. Honestly, I just put mad weight on the screws and they came out easier than drilling it out. That shit took forever. The plates, when you tilt them up, you pull them out. If you didn't know, these plates are fucking huge. So now I'm going to take off the motors and sensor. Well, the motor and sensor, and then I'm going to get this rod out that's right here. That rod's coming out. Alright, so I took the sensor and the motor off. Now, looking at it, I think it has to come out from this side. And I read on the instructions that you want to leave that little inner gasket intact, the little black gasket, the ring. You don't want to touch that. So I'm going to hit right here, and hopefully the rod comes out the other side. Alright, so I got the rod out. I had to literally drill it out, break it. I did everything I could to get it out. It wasn't too hard. I don't know if you can see, that's one of the little gaskets I was talking about. This one actually came out. I have it right here. It just slides right in there. It's a nice even fit. Just make sure you don't lose those. Boom, boom. But you got these bigger ones and these flatter ones. So I'm guessing this longer one goes in the, not this end, but this end, because there's more of a gap there. And it should slide right in there. Perfect. I'm guessing that's it. And then once you put the cap over it, and this raised end pushes that in so it's nice and tight. Now, there was a gasket. This gasket here. So I'm assuming this gasket goes right back where this was. Right over it. And then we tighten her down and boom, that's one delete done. And that's one delete pretty much done. Well, one side of it. And you can see there's that's the plug right there. That's it. So I'm going to tighten this down, and then I'm going to do this other one here. So I'm going to take this one here, plug that right in there. That's nice and tight. And we're going to take this plate, smaller plate, stick it right on top. that's pretty much it. I'm gonna find the Allen key that fits this and tighten that nice and tight. And that's both deletes for the TGV. Some people port this out. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, I'm gonna do the other one. All right, so I did them. They're done. The TGV deletes. That's what they look like. Literally just plates. I used a gasket maker in the plugs just to make it, you know, a little more air resistant. I ended up using a regular bolt here, Allen here. I stripped this one, so hopefully this doesn't leak, or I'm just gonna have to JB weld around it. The black back plate looks pretty similar to all the others, and that's it. So it's done. I'm gonna take this out of the house because it smells like gas, but it wasn't too hard. It took me about an hour or so altogether, and maybe tomorrow if it's nicer out, I'll stick this back on the car and test fit my 3-inch inlet. Other than that, she's pretty much good. So yeah, I'll update once again when I get the rest of the parts. This might be it for now. Until a few days. Alright.